Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are playing some more Minecraft, but I added the aim shader pack. Kinda looks cool. It looks, no, you know what? Not kinda, it looks so beautiful. And today we're gonna build a lake, and I did this on stream. I just did a fin, or this can't look so, you know, what's the word again, sad. It looks so sad from the beginning. Right, so we're going up here. Well, unreal. Yeah, so we're gonna do a. But now we're gonna do a lake. I kind of cleared out some space. What the? What the? What the? Oh, this one kind of. I didn't have the computer. I think this is gonna be like a little pond that I could be trapping it. Go follow my TikTok, by the way. It's crazy TikToker. I think it's just crazy TikToker. I don't know. I just want to make it a little bit natural spawned. Yeah, so go tune into my live stream. I can shark 6 and then with a more bigger shark. What the hell happened? I'm gonna deal with this crap. So guys, I'll be right back. Alright, so it was just a bug. It just locks you out and doesn't give your account back. And also, I found some blaze rods. Oh, no, if you guys are gonna ask, what happened to my levels? What happened to everything? I actually died in the shaders pack when I put it on. It's just that weird glitch that happens sometimes. I don't know. Does it happen to you guys? Just say. God, tell me in my Discord. I'd be active there. I will be active there. If you guys want to, you guys could go and just go tune in to my live stream or my Discord. I don't know what you guys want to do. You guys could go there or something. Let's fill this thing up. 3, 2, 1, go! It actually looks prettier with the thing. This is why I wanted to add it to shader pack, because I knew it was gonna look so much gooder with a shader pack. So I was already planning it. And then we just start putting the thing right there. Right there. Not even. Look, there's like little waves. Oh shit, I like this. It's not trippy, but I like it. I like it. I thought I said I didn't like it, but I like it. It's cool. It is cool. It is cool. Now we're just gonna need this. Get there. Now I'll just need some wheat. You know, because I have some wheat. So. You guys don't get it. Go to got that wheat. I want to because I don't want to be attacked. Because some people will say, yeah, I'm not broke. Look at my character. I'm black. Who are you? Can you relate to this? I just want to do this. Looks pretty. But I am gonna go like that. Or I could have some dirty pads. Holy shit. I'll be right back. Okay.
Twins have superpowers, and we need
So
to go to a special school to enhance our abilities. No, just kidding. I'm kidding. That'd be cool though. We went because when we were starting
my
our
storage
freshman
was
year,
full,
our
so
older
I just
brother
took
was
a
a
little.
senior, and he was already attending
I just took a
preparatory
little
school.
break,
My mom didn't
and
want to drive to 2 high schools to pick
yeah,
us
so
up.
yeah.
We already had a carpool in place. You can't just mess with the carpool. And me and my sister didn't know what to expect from a public high school.
Yeah,
We've
so
never
like,
been. We thought we'd get
yeah, that
bullied or
happened,
something. Boy,
and
I feel like picking on someone today.
now
Yeah,
I.
sure, we can go to a prep school. I mean, what's the
No,
worst
yeah,
that can
so I just
happen?
needed to
Well,
do
the
that.
carpool we had made it so we would
So
arrive at the school super early
yeah,
before
I just
everyone
needed
else,
to do
and
that.
we'd be picked up at the
But
school
I just
super
wanted
late. And
to.
also because it was a
I just
prep
want to make a
school, they gave
farm.
out a stupid
The
amount of
sheep
homework.
is
I
to
remember
get some
breaking the
beds
homework
before I
into
could
pieces
go
like,
mine
okay, I can
for
do
netherite
geometry while I'm waiting for
later.
school to start. The biology homework I
But
can do
then
during
I just
geometry class.
remembered
And I
I
have
didn't have
choir after lunch,
any
so I can
pick
just do
because
this
I
during
died
lunch.
when I added
Look at
the
me being
mod.
responsible. I have a little sister who just finished her freshman year in a public high school, and she thinks it was so hard. Oh, you thought your 9th grade was hard? Try doing twice the amount of homework and wear the same pants every day. So now the only question remaining is, why did my older brother go to a prep school in the first place? Bro, why did you go to a prep school in the first place? IDK just decided to. Just felt like I should. My mom reads my scripts, and she told me that he went to a prep school because one of his friends said that there were cute girls at the school, so he decided to stay there for 4 years. Okay, now let's talk about my poetry teacher. I'll call him Mr.
Okay, now I just want
because
some.
that's short for poetry. Poetry wasn't even an elective class. Every freshman was required to take it, and surprisingly, poetry was only the second most useless class you took at the school. The sophomores took a class on Latin, you know, that dead language that no one speaks. So Mr. Poe, I don't want to judge him too hard. I don't know how he was like outside of school. Just picking up the vibes I got from him as a 14-year-old, I think it was depressed. I mean, to be fair, anyone who likes poetry probably has something wrong in their head. But Mr. Poe just seems sad all the time. Every single day he would start the class by saying, "It's the best day ever." Which, if you think about it, saying that every day only means that the days are going to get better and better, which is sort of...
Alright, so I am
But I
gonna
think
make
Mr.
some
Poe was
shovels
lying
before
to
I
himself.
could
Also,
get
Mr.
some
Poe
like
really
what
liked
is it called?
anacondas. I mean, snakes. He really likes snakes. Sometimes he would go off
What
on
is it
tangents
called
talking
again?
about snakes.
Gravel,
Real
yes,
pythons,
gravel
also
and more
called
sand
American
before I
ball
could do the
python, got
project
their name
about the
because they
shark.
turn into a ball when they get nervous. Also, did you know that snakes have two... Never mind. Sometimes in class we'd be analyzing poetry, and Mr. Poe told us that every single word in a poem was important. The poet didn't
Oh
have
my
to
god,
use
that's
the
so
word
laggy.
the,
So I realized
but they
things are
did.
mod.
What did they mean? Sometimes we would spend days analyzing a single poem, taking notes and talking about what we thought the poet meant. One time a poem we were reading had someone talking, so there were quotation marks at the start of the sentence, but there weren't quotation marks at the end. The poet forgot to put end quotes. I remember noticing it and thinking, aha, a clue! Mr. Poe, I just made a breaking discovery. There's no end quotes here, meaning that the whole rest of this poem is told by this character. And Mr. Poe said, oh no, that's just a typo. Well, frickin', why am I perfectly nitpicking this piece when the poet purposely put poor punctuation in his poems? Pterodactyl! This is gonna sound off topic, but do you guys know what lateral thinking puzzles are? Lateral thinking puzzles are sort of like riddles, but more stupid. You're given a strange situation with little information, and you have to ask the person who told you the puzzle yes or no questions to get the answer. My favorite lateral thinking puzzle is this because it's so stupid. A man goes into a restaurant, orders albatross, eats one bite, and then jumps off a bridge. Why? Now, normally, if we were playing legitly, you would ask me yes or no questions like, was the man in a relationship? And I would answer them saying, well, not anymore. The explanation is this. I'm not going to read it out because it's super long and complicated, but you can read
yeah,
it.
you could tell the
Mr.
difference,
Poe
but it's
also
kind
liked
of
to
dark.
tell these lateral thinking puzzles,
What
but
was
his
that?
solutions were more dumber. One of the puzzles he
Right,
told
if
the
I
class
did
was,
a-
you're trapped in a restaurant, how do you get out? Now, I can think of like 5 solutions right off the top of my head. Okay, through the door, through a window, use a crowbar if it's locked, probably a sharp knife to cut through a wall, or you can dig a hole under everything with a spoon. But it was actually none of those answers. So, how do you get out of a restaurant you're trapped in? You get an education. Okay, let me explain. You're trapped in a restaurant because you're a waiter. That's your job. And to get out of the restaurant, you need to get a good education so you can get a better job. Kind of like how I was able to quit my job in the food industry by getting an education. It's funny because he dropped out of college. So the class got the answer to that riddle, but Mr. Poe told us another riddle and we never figured that one out. And that riddle is, anyone can dig a ditch, but it takes a real man to blank. Given that the answer to the first riddle was education, the answer to this could be anything. I really wanted to know the answer to this riddle, so I googled it hoping that Mr. Poe just stole it from the internet, and I found this song, anyone can dig a hole close enough to a ditch, but it takes a real man to call it home. Which sounds poetic enough. Let's see if the song gives us any more clues. Mr. Poe, I didn't know you were into this sort of stuff. So I wish I could give you the answer, but I don't have one. Feel free to guess what you think the answer is and give your reasoning in the comments. That'll be fun to read. But I will say the answer that I did come up with that I think makes the most sense. Anyone can dig a ditch, but it takes a real man to hide the body. Poetry was dumb, but at least I learned something. How to write haikus. Honestly, I'm glad I took a poetry class. At least it's not French. Mr. Poe, teacher, if you're somehow watching this, thanks for teaching me stuff. I need to give a big thanks to my friend Cypherden, who helped color some of the pictures. She's a pretty cool dude, you should check her out. I never figured out the solution to that riddle. I guess I'm not a real man. Mr. Poe, if you're watching, I'm sorry I called you depressed. You just always sounded tired and annoyed. Well, okay, I probably sounded exactly the same when I was in your class. But honestly, Mr. Poe, it was a great class. Okay, it was way better than French. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm excited for VidCon, and I hope to see you there, and wear your seatbelt. That rhymed sorta, and it's ironic, because this is about poetry. Whatever.
I think in the stream I will find some, I got some flowers.
Now, you might think that since I'm making a part 2 of this, I must get recognized a whole lot, like I'm some sort of celebrity or something. No. What actually happens is that I'm awkward, and I don't want to speak for everyone, but chances are you're awkward too. So when I do get recognized, we're both being awkward together. And that stuff makes for great videos. Once you get to my level of YouTube fame, whenever I go out in public, I always have a thought in the back of my mind, I wonder if any of these people have seen me pour sprinkles over my shirtless body. I especially get worried when I see my target demographic in public. Little boys. This might be paranoia or anxiety, but I swear, sometimes little boys will stare at me for an uncomfortable amount of time. And I'm just trying my best not to make eye contact. You know, I don't really have any defining physical characteristics that make me stand out. As of right now, little boys have to look at me and think, is that tall, white, dirty, blonde-haired, early 20-year-old beta male that one YouTuber I like, or am I just imagining things? It's funny I call myself the odd ones out when I'm part of, like, minorities. I mean, I might get nervous around little boys, but when I do get recognized, it's the highlight of my day. So I don't know what I'm worried about. I should just wear a shirt that says, hey, and the odd ones out. So one time I went to Walmart and I was buying a bunch of whoopee cushions for my April Fool's video. And as I was walking down the aisle, I saw this little boy at the other end walking towards me and his face just lit up. And I thought, oh, this kid knows. This is happening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Are you James? Who? And then I walked off. I'm just kidding. I mean, I did say who, but I didn't walk away. I was just messing with the kid. It's probably really weird for that kid to see
Oh,
a
it looks so
YouTuber
weird.
in Walmart buying nothing but whoopee cushions. So that was fun. This other
Who's that?
time I was
Where
buying
the iron
supplies for my
blocks?
3 million sprinkle video, and I ended up going to 3 different stores. Hey, do you guys have an inflatable pool? Yeah, what size do you need? Enough to fit 3 million sprinkles? What are you using it for? I need it for a thing. So after I finished my important business errands, I felt a little hungry, so I decided to buy
So I
some
think I'm gonna make
pre-made
another
food. I worked
roof.
hard,
I
dang
think
it, I
about that
deserve it.
one.
And I decided to go eat at Zupa's. Zupa's
That-
is a
that's
pretty
gonna
good
be
restaurant. They have
4 million.
sandwiches and soup, and they give you a chocolate-covered strawberry with every order. I'm telling you this because I want them to sponsor me. I went up to the counter, and there was this employee that said, hey man, what's up? And this is going to be a bit of a tangent, but I just want to say that I absolutely love that kind of employee. It's so much better than those fake fast food employees. Do you know the ones I'm talking about? Like every time I pull up into a Chick-fil-A drive-thru, there'll be an employee that will say, it's always a great day at Chick-fil-A. My name's Mackenzie. How may I serve you? And I just want to say, Mackenzie. I came here yesterday and Brian said the exact same thing. I know your manager told you to say that. Look, neither of us want to be here, okay? No one says it's a great day at Chick-fil-A, okay? That's so dumb. So stop lying to me and give me the usual. Like, I would much rather have a fast food employee just say, what do you want? Okay, maybe not that rude, but you get the point. So now there's a
Now
random
I'm
guy
just
who
eating
works
some
at
wood.
Zupa's who doesn't even know I put him in a YouTube video, but I like his work ethic. Treat me like a person and not like a customer. Anyway, tangent over, I ordered some soup and a sandwich. Cool, I go up to the cash register. My soup is ready, but my sandwich wasn't. The girl said, did you get anything else or just soup? I said, no, I got a sandwich too. I paid for the food, but the sandwich still wasn't ready. I checked my phone, looked at Twitter. By now, the sandwich was done. The girl took the sandwich and the soup and a chocolate-covered strawberry and put it in a plastic box doggy bag thing. I was super hungry. I thought the transaction was done, so I grabbed the box and started sliding it towards me. Then she took out a plastic bag and said, oh, do you want it in a bag? And I thought, yeah, I do. So I slid the food back in, and as this girl was putting the food in the bag, she yelled, James! And I was not ready for that. Oh, hey, I mean, who? She said, did you come here because of my email? You sent an email? So that was pretty fun. All the other employees were like, wait, this guy's important? There's a high chance that this woman is watching this video right now, and I looked up her email, and her name is Scarlett. Isn't that a nice name? So Scarlett, if you're watching, can you tell your coworker I like his work ethic? Also, can you hook me up with free Zupas? I never really understood how people could get nervous talking to me. I'm just some 21-year-old who likes M&Ms and drawing cartoons for the internet. I've always thought of myself as a pretty normal guy. At least I never understood that sort of nervousness until I met Carl Sagan 42. I recently got into this game called Mario Maker, which is a game where you can make your own Mario levels and share them with the world via the internet. I wanted to find some Mario Maker Let's Players that were 1, good at the game, and 2, weren't screaming every 10 seconds, which is actually a lot harder to find than you might think. But I went searching and I found these 3 Let's Players who mostly play Mario Maker, and they're alright at the game. I mean, they're only a little better than me. If one of my videos gets delayed, you could probably thank these 3 because I'm watching their videos instead of working. Also, this is going to sound weird, but every morning after I wake up at 12, I pour myself a bowl of cereal and I watch one of their videos. So I start my day off with my Mario Maker boys. Anyway, one of the Let's Players, Carl Sagan 42, was going to Phoenix Comic-Con, which was great because I was also going to Phoenix Comic-Con. I didn't have a panel or anything. I just went with Jaden and his friends and we just walked around. Comic-Con was a lot of fun. I met up with a lot of people. I even got recognized at Subway. One of the workers knew me. There was this room where you could play video games, and I went up to this one kid playing Super Smash Brothers, and I said, all right, dude, let's do this. And he said, I feel like I know you from somewhere. Okay. And then I totally wiped the floor with him with Kirby, and he was like 12 years old. So I had a fun time at the con, but I also wanted to meet Carl. Now, Carl wasn't going to the con because of his Mario Maker skills, but rather he was going because he's actually a scientist who studies vaccines and plants, and he was going to talk about that. So on Friday, after doing some stalking on Twitter, I found out that he had a panel at 9 p.m. Yes! Leading up to the panel, I realized that I was getting my information off a tweet and not from the official Comic-Con handbook, so I didn't even know if I was going to the correct panel. When 9 p.m. rolled around, I walked into the room Carl said he was having his panel. I saw a group of 5 people sitting on a stage, but I didn't see Carl. Guess he's not here. Oh wait, he is here! He's just the only person in cosplay! That's the guy I like! The one in the wig! As I listened to his panel, I kept telling myself that Carl is just a normal person like me. He plays Mario, I make cartoons, I shouldn't be nervous to talk to him. Why am I like this? The panel was great, everyone enjoyed it except for this one woman who I think was anti-vaccine. Once it was done, the panelists stayed around for a couple of minutes, and I went up to Carl and I said, "Hey, I really like your Mario Maker streams." And since he talked about vaccines, I showed him this comic I made back in 2014, which I will read now. Hey folks, are you tired of hearing this? Can you believe all the horrible things doctors put in vaccines? There's no way I'm vaccinating my child. Will suffer no longer with the anti-vaccine. The anti-vaccine will stop anyone from thinking vaccines are harmful or cause autism. And then he injects the anti-vaccine into the person, and then he flops over. Is he okay? No, he's dead. Vaccinate your relatives today. It's dark, yes, but Carl liked it, and he even said that AAV is the name of a virus, so vaccine is actually a virus. Well, actually, vaccines are viruses, so. The anti-vaccine lady was behind me, and I think she wanted to talk to Carl, so I said, okay, I love you, bye, and I left Carl to deal with her. Some of you might be wondering why I didn't say, oh, also, Carl, by the way, I have 3 million subscribers on YouTube. Well, because I think that's rude. And I didn't want to flex too hard. I mean, if he did ask about my sub count, I totally would have told him, but I don't know, I just didn't want to brag. I tell you this story because I understand that people might get anxiety talking to someone they look up to. And just because I have more subs than someone doesn't mean I won't get nervous talking to them. Senpais can have senpais too. I wonder who Carl's senpai is. Then 2 days later, I tweeted out to him and he followed me back and we're BFFs now. Now guys, don't embarrass me in front of Carl, okay? Don't just go to his channel and comment, who's here because of the odd ones out? Because no one cares, all right? If you have to comment, wow, great video, Carl. You're an awesome person when it comes to Mario. You just jumped right into my heart. And also, you can check out the other 2 that I mentioned. They're pretty good, too. So, in conclusion, is it cool to be recognized? Yeah. Will I ever get tired of it? Who knows? Oh, man, I finished another video. I hope Carl doesn't think I'm weird. I mean, I am a little weird. Carl, you have weird fans. Also, the other 2 streamers, Rio and Pooh, I want to meet them as well. I just want to say that for the rest of this month and the next month, I'm going to be super busy. I have a lot of trips planned out. One of them being VidCon, which I'm super excited for. So sorry if there's a long time until the next video. Also, another thing, I want to thank my friend Foot of a Ferret for making me part of the video.
Right now, I'll just go.
A brand new car loses roughly 50% of its value in the first 3 years. A used car from Shift doesn't. Second grade level arithmetic. Still valuable.
Shift.com. Used cars never felt so new. Yesterday's thinking is done. New ideas, we have a ton. So keep pushing forward toward a better world. Start different at GoDaddy.com.
GoDaddy. GoDaddy.
If you thought my family owned a lot of hamsters, wait till I tell you about all the cats we had. Just a heads up though, some of these cats are dead. They all lived 9 happy lives, none of them had a painful death. Except for one, maybe, we don't know. We'll get into that. So cats. Some people think cats are jerks and not as loyal or loving as dogs. And they're right, but if you think about it, cats improve our lives every day. Think back to YouTube in 2006. What was popular? Cat videos. If it wasn't for cats, we wouldn't have YouTube as a platform. Which I could make the argument is another jerk thing cats did. Now, I'm a cat lover. And anyone who says they dislike cats has obviously never snuggled up with a cat and had it purr on your chest as you pet it for so long that you both fall asleep and all your anxieties melt away and the only thing you care about is your fragile feline friend. Or they're allergic. Honestly, I think I'm slightly allergic to cats as well. Because every time I snuggle up with one, my eyes get all watery, my nose gets all stuffy. But like,
Yeah, that's
I
allergic.
can deal with that. Maybe this is what love feels like. People like to put everybody into two categories. Either you're a dog person or a cat person. But why do I have to pick
Play
just
with
one?
her.
Can't I look at these two animals and say that both of them have good qualities that make them amazing pets? Why can't I pick both? I'm bisexual for animals. Wait, that being said, here's all the cats I had growing up. So our family had just moved to our new house and we're all getting ready to go to church when my older brother, who was outside for some reason instead of getting ready, heard noises coming from a bush. And when he went to investigate, he found a little baby tabby kitten.
I'm gonna put
He told my
the
parents
link
about
in
the
the
cat and
live
they said
stream,
its mom was
so
probably
watch it
looking
out.
for it.
Captain
But
Shark
if the cat was still there when we got back from church,
6.
then we could let it
I didn't
inside.
even do anything.
And after we got back,
I
my
just
brother
did
checked the
some
bush,
normal
and the
things.
cat was still there. So we took her in, we fed her, and we decided
I
to
just
name her
did some
Shady after
normal
M&M's,
things,
the
but
real
I just
Slim
want to
Shady,
tell you guys,
because she was an
I'm gonna
obnoxious
need
cat and
texture
didn't like us at
pack.
all. Yeah,
I'm
but she's so
like it,
cute, though.
like,
And that's
and
how our family got our
share,
one and only cat.
like and
One
share the
cat is
video,
enough. There were no
subscribe,
more
turn on
cats.
notifications, and
Until one night when I was sitting at the kitchen table and through the window of the back door, I saw two yellow eyes staring at me. And as a kid, I still thought monsters were real. So I pointed it out to my family. Hey, there's eyes outside. And everyone turned and was like, what the? So we opened the back door and a piece of the night just walked into the house like it lived there or something.
I don't know.
Does this mean we have
Didn't
bad
put
luck?
giant
Apparently,
cookie
just waltzing in our house
other
uninvited
cookies.
is a very effective strategy to get adopted because she ended up living with us for the
Just
rest of her
say-
cat life. My older sister loved Sailor Moon,
Just say-
and in the show, there's this black cat named Luna. Spoiler alert, Luna's actually an alien that can turn into a human sometimes, but most of the time she's just a cat. So we named the cat after her. And
I
little
just like
old
them.
Luna
I just
fit
like
right in.
cookies.
We were your
There's gonna
standard
pop
nuclear
up right
family
there
with
with my
two
name
cats.
for everything.
Just two.
My
We
name
never
for
got another cat ever again.
Twitch, and that's it. And Instagram.
Meet
And
Editor
Snapchat.
X,
I mean, so
the world's
bye.
most advanced website design platform,
Yoink.
made for you,
Yoink.
the creator.